What's up guys, it's your boy Ducksauce back again with another video, and today we're doing a video how to get better at Fortnite, how to improve at Fortnite, and how to instantly improve at Fortnite. And I'm talking about instantly. This is the cream of the wheat, baby, the cream of the wheat. This is top tier quality advice I'm going to give you. It's no like building strategies, no like in-game what to do, is no crazy weapon loads or anything like that. It's just simple tips that to help you improve your gameplay, right? So what I'm going to give you guys is hotkeying, right? How to hotkey, why you should hotkey, gaming mouse, what kind of gaming mouse to get, why you should use a gaming mouse, and how to set up your gaming mouse. And 3, lower your sensitivity and the benefits of basically low sensitivity gaming for Fortnite at least. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy this video. May or may not be long enough, but you know what? Let's get into it. Ooh, hotkeys, where to start? Alright, first let's check out the settings, huh? Alright, so first of all, little quick tip, if you guys are playing on PC and kind of have a higher end PC, you want to run these settings real quick right here. Just jot it down, just turn on Fortnite game, just do it. Pause the video and just do it. Alright, anyway, so let's get into the settings. So we're going to click on these little arrow things on the top. Alright, so the reason why I want hotkeys, I want to tell you guys about hotkeys, is because I play a lot of random squads, and a lot of people you play in random squads with, right? You and the guys notice if you do it, they don't know how to play the game, or they're not just good, they're no skins, they're plebs or whatever. And I asked them, yo, like, you guys do hotkeys? And they're like, what's hotkeys? Ducksauce, what's hotkeys? I'm like, bruh. Hotkeys, bro. Hotkeys is basically configuring which buttons you want your building keys on, and where you want your crouching on, where you want your weapons on, everything. Hotkeys, everything. You can have everything in this game, right? So generally what I tell them is you don't want it on the F keys, meaning F1, F2, F3 for your building. You want to switch that around. So I generally tell people how to hotkey is whatever you feel comfortable with. Some people are like, yo, I want to copy this guy, I want to copy this pro, I want to copy Ninja, I want to copy TSM Daquan. I'm like, bro, it's not going to work for you just because everyone is different, right? So essentially what you want to do is you want to hotkey it, right, the buttons to where you feel comfortable with. If you feel like you like stretching, like a little, get into it, like I'm stretching deep in there, you know what I'm saying? You want to, go for a button that's a little further away from your WASD, your standard moving keys, right? And also there's a new option in the game where you can actually take off your sprint, right? You don't have to press shift to sprint anymore in the game. Right here, sprint by default. I advise you guys to take it off. What this enables you to do is just press W, and it gives you more flexibility in your wrist. So you just gotta hold W and you're automatically gonna run. It's beautiful. It's too good. Anyway, so yeah, what I was saying, with the shift button not being pressed anymore, you have a lot more availability with your wrist and flexibility. So you can hotkey a whole bunch of buttons now. If you feel like stretching, right? Stretch. If you feel like you want everything confined, maybe you can copy mine, my button layout here, right? So the reason why I chose my button layout QRC, left control, left alt, is generally because I started playing Fortnite on a controller, and when you play on a controller, everything is right there together. And I don't like to do these movements and stress, right? Do these movements and stretch. I stress and I stretch. Damn, that's hard to say. Anyway, I don't like to stretch, right? So what I like to do is keep everything right next to each other so I don't have to move my hand because I'm lazy. And Fortnite is a pretty intense game, so I want everything right there as quick as possible so I don't have to move like this to reach, but I just have to move my fingers, right? That's basically what it is, right? So hotkeying is basically up to your personal preference. I advise you guys to go and play around and then test what you like and whatever such like that. Alright guys, tip number 2, the gaming mouse. Alright, tip number 2, why you should get a gaming mouse. Ooh, exciting. Okay, so I'm basically gonna tell you what buttons, what layout buttons in the game you should put on the mouse. Basically, what to hotkey on the mouse. I hotkey to my building keys on the mouse, right? So I'm gonna give you guys what I hotkey on the mouse. I hotkey quite a bit. I have 9 programmable buttons on it. I believe I'm using like 8 of them. Check it out. This button right here is my stairs. This button right here is my ceiling, right? I can click down my scroll wheel, which is my harvest tool, and I could click these two DPI shifts on my mouse. The top DPI shift is indeed, yes, you guessed it right, my reload and rotate, and the bottom one I don't really use in game because it's kind of inconvenient, so I put it as emotes just for fun, right? Okay, so the reason why to get a gaming mouse of Fortnite is because you split up the amount of work between between both your hands essentially, right? So instead of having one hand pressing all these buttons, reload, your buildings, and switching weapons, you have two hands. So two is better than one, so it's more efficient. And the reason why I'm putting buildings on this is essentially because building is the #1 weapon in Fortnite. It is the best thing you can do in Fortnite, right? So might as well split it up in two different hands so you can be even faster at building. This essentially enables you to be faster at building if you split it up, right? If you split up your hotkeys on the keyboard and mouse. Alright, so for what mouse you want to get, it's entirely up to you, but I'm going to show you guys a couple of mouses, but I'm going to tell you guys which is probably the #1 best mouse for Fortnite. If you guys are wondering, I'm using a Corsair RGB M65 Pro, something like that. I don't really know the name of it, but who cares, right? I mean, if you guys care, thanks a lot, I appreciate it. Check it out, my recording. Hey, yo, Ducksauce, you looking good, bro. Alright, so let's open up your search browser. We're going to type in best Fortnite mouse. Actually, let's type in gaming mouse. Alright, so we're going to click on the first link here. I'm not really going to look at anything else. It said best Fortnite settings, whatever. So anyway, let's scroll down. And look, check it out. We got a Logitech, we got a Razer, Logitech, SteelSeries. So what I'm looking at, we don't want a gaming mouse with six buttons, 7 buttons, nor 8 or 7, and 20 is too much overkill. Honestly, you can check these out, but the mouse I want to show you guys is the Logitech G502. Excuse me. Let's click on view latest price. And it's going to have 11 programmable buttons, and this is basically Amazon's choice. It's a $50 mouse. I understand if you guys are younger and having $50 is pretty hard, but you know what? Save up for Christmas on your birthday and buy this mouse. Ask your parents, maybe you'll get lucky, right? But anyway, so the reason why I want you guys to get this mouse is just because any gaming mouse will do. Any gaming mouse will be great for the Fortnite, right? But this mouse essentially stands out better just because it's just higher quality. It has weights to it. It has a lot of cool button placements that you may like. So you have optional button placements that you like for programming them, right? And it just has 200 to 1200 DPI. It has nice lights, whatever. It's just a really cool mouse. It's something like, it's super like, oh man, you gotta get this mouse because this is the best mouse for this, but and anything like that. It's just a nice mouse to get for Fortnite if you wanna, you know, enhance your experience, alright? Alright, so let's get on to setting up your mouse. Alright, so when you get your mouse, you wanna go to the respective websites of the makers of the mouse and you wanna download it, right? So right now I'm going to Corsair utility engine. I have it right here. I downloaded it off the internet. It's gonna come with like, it's gonna tell you when you buy your mouse a little package like where to go to download the software, right? So check it out. I'm gonna go to the symbol where my mouse is because I have a mouse. I wanna fix my mouse settings. Pretty simple enough, right? So then I wanna see something like this. It's gonna say actions, light effects, DPI, performance, surface calibration. Right here, it's on Fortnite. So we're gonna click this, right? So as you can see, it's gonna say default, right? It's probably gonna be default for you guys. It is going to be default. What am I saying? It's gonna be default for you guys. This is called a mouse profile, right? What a mouse profile is, it lets you preset your programmed buttons, right? It lets you preset them and essentially hotkey them to your keyboard, right? What do you mean by hotkey them to the keyboard? Basically, you're gonna assign buttons on your keyboard to your mouse, right? So let's say if I want to make a button, I want to hotkey one of these buttons, right? Let's say I want to make this button K on my keyboard, right? It's going to be linked to the letter K. So when I press this button, it's going to act as K on your keyboard. Easy enough, right? So check it out. So right now I have Fortnite. Fortnite is my hotkey buttons, right? It's my hotkey layout for Fortnite. So wherever I want to play Fortnite, I'm going to click this. Whenever I want to play Call of Duty, I'm just going to click this, right? So let's make a new profile for you guys. So you want to click here, create profile. We're just gonna name it profile 4, right? So right now I'm gonna skedaddle on down to actions right here, and it says press plus to add a new item, right? I'm gonna look at plus, it's gonna say create action. Alright, so I have all these actions. Right now I want to change the red button. It's gonna show up right here. I want to change the red button on my mouse, right? So right now it says sniper macro 1. So we're gonna switch it to remap key, right? So now we have key function and key section. So key function, we want it to be a typing key, as you type, get it? Because you're on a computer and you type on computers. Oh, such a bad joke. Anyway, so key section now, generally it's just organized and kind of symbols and all that jazz on your keyboard, wherever you want it to be. But A to Z is fine enough. So then we're gonna click, we want our sniper key to be O, right? And now we're gonna change our DPI button, right? So all we're gonna do is click on DPI. It's gonna be on remap key. Oops, my bad. And click create action again, right? And now we're gonna have a new button. So right now I'm gonna click DPI, and now we can change it. So we're gonna remap key, and then we're gonna click, let's make our DPI button DPI up P, right? And now we're gonna click create action again, right? And then we're gonna remap this, right? Go to remap and then click H. You guys are wondering, Ducksauce, why do I have to remap these keys, right? Because these keys come, they're unprogrammed when they come, right? Their programming is non-existent, meaning is they're empty buttons. So clicking them to hotkey them on Fortnite while you're in the game will not work. So you have to program them to a button on the keyboard for it to work, right? It's simple. These two buttons will work because they're already programmed as separate buttons, right? This is like a mouse button, this is a mouse button. They have different names for them. But the DPI up, DPI down, and the sniper button do not have any names. They're not pre-programmed into the mouse, right? It's gonna be like for every gaming mouse, right? So once you're done with this, you're essentially just gonna go into Fortnite and then figure out your hotkeys. Alright, on to step number 3, how to get better sensitivity. That was really gay. Holy mo. Okay, so why should you change your sensitivity? First of all, if your aim is doo-doo, it's because you're doo-doo. No, I'm just joking with you. Your aim is probably, if your aim is really bad or you think it's bad, it's probably because your sensitivity is too goddamn high, right? So I'm gonna explain it to you. So I'm just gonna explain it real quick. So for high sensitivity, it's a lot harder to aim because your sensitivity is faster. Bear with me now. It's faster. Am I going? You guys are getting it? High sensitivity equal faster. Anyway, low sensitivity now gives you better aim because it's slower. Okay? It's slower, right? The slower your aim, right? The slower your mouse moves, the better aim you will have naturally. Okay? So let me just give you an example. Alright, right now I'm on 0.04 sensitivity, right? So guys, check on my mouse. Alright, so before we check on my mouse, I'm gonna show you guys high sensitivity. Alright, it's better for me to show it to you guys, so check it out. I'm gonna go to settings, change sensitivity. I'm gonna play on 45. You know, 45, a lot of you guys are like, damn, my sensitivity is so cool, bro. I can do all. No, not good in Fortnite. Anyway, click apply. Oh my god. Okay, so check it out. Alright, check this out. Alright, you guys are looking at my hand. And look, I literally just have to like kind of move my wrist like probably like an inch to 2 inches to get like a full 360, right? And this is crazy. Now let's see, if I want to aim at someone and they're like kind of like right here moving in this direction, I literally have to move my hand by a millimeter. Like I have to have like crazy control over my mouse, and especially while you're building in an insane build battle, like just the slightest movement is just gonna throw off your sensitivity and you can't do it, bro. Like you just can't play on this sensitivity. You literally have to move your hand like this. Gotta go Super Saiyan. Look how much my hand is flexing right now. My wrist is flexing right now because it's so crazy. You have no control. You cannot control what's going on between like you moving your mouse like this. It's just way too impossible. Way too impossible. Let's set my webcam nice and gentle down. Hopefully it's on me. I'm still looking fresh as ever. Alright, now let's go to low sensitivity, right? So back to my norm. Play on 0.4. Okay, so check it out now. For this time, when you play on low sensitivity, you're gonna have to move your hand, like your whole arm, and not your wrist. Because you play on wrist, if you move your wrist, you're gonna hurt your wrist on low sensitivity. It's just how it is. Check it out. I literally have to move this much distance just to get a 360. And the reason behind this is because I literally can control everything that happens. I literally can control where I'm aiming a lot better than high sensitivity, right? So if I want to like shoot here, right, I'm moving my hand in this area. Basically, I want to shoot here in this area, moving my hand about like an inch, right? Versus high sensitivity, I literally have to move it like a little millimeter. Like it won't work like that, especially when you're in build battles and you actually have to like move like this. It's just gonna throw you off like crazy, right? So high sensitivity, what it basically gives you, I mean low sensitivity, what it basically gives you is way more control over the area that you're moving your mouse in, right? That's basically what it is. Alright, so now guys, if you're wondering, what DPI? What about DPI? What's a DPI, Ducksauce? What's a DPI? So DPI is essentially basically how fast your mouse moves. Not the game says how fast your mouse moves, right? So right now I'm playing 1300 DPI, right? So the range I recommend you guys to play on is 700 to about 1800 DPI. 1800 is pretty high, it's pushing it. But the higher your DPI is, the lower the sensitivity you have to play on, because right, your mouse is going to move faster in the game. Essentially you guys want to play on like probably 700 to 1300 DPI and then find your sensitivity like that. I know Ninja plays on like 800 DPI 0.0 sensitivity. So the lower your DPI, the higher sense will be. The higher DPI, the lower your sensitivity will be, right? Just don't make it too high, because let's say if you exit out the application and you want to use your regular mouse, this thing will be flying all over the place. Like, ah! It's gonna be like that. I mean, that's pretty annoying, right? Alright guys, let's see if did I forget anything. Nah, that's it. Alright guys, yo, I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it entertaining and you guys liked it and whatever. And this is more aimed to the newer people at Fortnite. And if you're like an older person to Fortnite, you've been playing it for a while and you haven't really stuck to these tips, I'm like, bruh, what are you really doing? That means you do have Fortnite, basically. If you do have Fortnite, just watch this video. It's gonna help a ton. I'm your boy Ducksauce, and I'm out. Peace.